Rahul.
Hi, am I audible?
Hi, good evening. You are clearly. Yeah, good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, good evening, Rahul. So, how are you doing?
I am doing fine. I am doing great.
Right, lovely. So, Rahul, my name is Anusha, and I'm a communication trainer with English Yaari. Also, I work for NPTEL. I work as a soft skills trainer with the Indian Institute of Technology. All right. So, that's about me now. I would like you to introduce, I think this is the very first session with you. Could you please introduce yourself, tell me where you're from, and yep, and the reason for you planning to join a communications skill class?
Okay, so my name is Rahul and I am from Maharashtra. I have done my master's in English. Okay, and I was thinking of working or coming up with a YouTube channel. That's why I contacted with your institution. I thought of joining it firstly just to see how it goes or how the structure of your course is. I was so curious in order to engage with the dialogue. Okay, so this is it for now. And if I want to tell you about what kind of profession I am into, I am a teacher for now. Just because I have done masters and qualified CET in net, I am teaching at a college now.
All right, that's amazing. And what subject do you teach?
English only.
All right, that's lovely. Okay, so Rahul, I'm not sure why you would. I mean, sorry, I'm not sure if you really understand how English Yaari works. So I'd like to give you
Yeah.
a brief understanding about what English Yaari is. So basically, we are a communication skills learning platform, all right, and we have like amazing friendly tutors. And yes, so basically, it's all about 20 minutes of undivided attention given to you on a certain topic, which will be sent to you to that day. All right. So when you
Okay.
register for when you register for a session with English Yaari after your subscription, once you're done with your subscription, after your subscription, you can choose your own tutors at your convenient time, whoever you feel comfortable with. All right. So you can choose and start learning the language. 20 minutes, you will be given a topic. Also, when you look at the notes, there will be a set of questions in the notes. You can make use of those as conversation points. If not, please feel free to talk your your own thoughts. Please feel free to share your own thoughts, your own ideas regarding that particular topic. All right. So that is
Okay.
how English Yaari works. And so in today's session, I'm not sure if you had noticed the notes which were sent across to you. If not, the topic is about childhood memories. All right. So
Yeah.
the next 5 to 10 minutes, I would like you to talk. I'm not going to interrupt you in between. So probably towards the end, I'll give you a small feedback. Again, not to demotivate you, but to improve your learning curve. Okay. So 10 minutes, I would want you to talk about childhood memories. You can talk anything regarding your childhood memories, but at any point in time, if you get stuck or something of that sort, I'll just barge into ask you questions so that you can continue from there. All right. So I hope it is clear.
Okay. Yeah. The topic is very clear, but the thing is, I did not prepare for this.
Don't worry, don't
As
worry. I mean,
yeah. No.
English
No.
is, yeah, it is not about preparation at all right? You joining the platform here, we are here to guide you. The tutors are here to guide you. The coaches are here to guide you. Feel free to talk your mind. Say, for example, imagine one disadvantage of you preparing and coming attending the topic. Yes, you will have stories to say, or you will have your thoughts to share, your opinions to share, your feedback to share. But at some point in time, it's just like an examination. When you prepare for an
Yeah.
examination, you
Yeah. Yeah.
go, and
And I'll
if that
surely do
particular,
well.
yes,
Yeah, yeah, I'll surely
absolutely,
do well because I have spent
you have
enough
prepared.
time studying it, preparing for it.
Absolutely, absolutely. So it is your turn.
And
It's fine. Even if you haven't prepared, it's fine. Just share your thoughts about your childhood memories.
okay, so if I need to speak about my childhood, I don't remember much things about my childhood, but it was a really a great one. I remember going to schools, waking up early in the morning, and my mom used to prepare tiffin and all other stuff for me. And I was a lazy kind of student. I was not a bright one. Okay, but unfortunately or fortunately I had all kind of memories, the bad ones and the good ones also. I remember spending my time or playing with my friends. Some of them who are still with me, they are studying with me or they are teaching with me also. The second thing that I like about childhood is that it can never be retrieved or it can never get back. Even if I try to, I just can memorize or I just can remember them. The ones that it's like time is it flies away. That's what we say in terms of childhood when we are speaking about it. I used to visit my grandmother every week. She used to live far away from us, and in order to see her and to be with her, spending some time with her, I used to go to her. I used to visit her. I used to prepare food with her, so that we all could sit together and have that food that we have prepared. So this was the good or the best memory I have ever had from my childhood. The worst memory I would say is not any traumatic or something, but the worst memory or the bad memory was I got failed in my 10th. Okay, so for any children or for any students, failing is becomes an issue. Okay, just because the kind of society we are living in, they expect you to be ahead. They expect you to be the best every time, no matter whether you like studies or not. Even if you are good at sport, but still people would want you to go for studies only, because this is how they measure the intelligence of a human being. Okay, so that was the bad experience I would say I had in my childhood. And after that, I started preparing for other things. Let's say I started working on my language. It's been 3 years that I'm working on this language. Then I went for my master's in English. Earlier, I had my bachelor's in English, and from that day onwards, I thought of venturing into the field of teaching only, so that I can learn the language. So we all know that we all have been influenced by this language a lot, and this is the language the world speaks. And at the end of the day, no matter how badly or how badly we love our mother tongue, but it is a vice versa now. So you in order to communicate well, in order to get acquaintances with people who are unfamiliar to you or who are strangers to you, you just need to switch to the language, and which is English now. Okay,
Right.
so yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Continue.
Okay,
Continue. Doing a great job.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I was
If
just
I
noting down the word. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The reason behind learning the kind of language that I'm speaking in, the reason is literature. Almost English literature that we study, Western literature, American literature, British literature. I was the student of literature, so the writers, the poetry that I used to read, the book that I went through, I used to immerse into them and get some perspectives with which I could see or look at life in a different way. If you compare this to a normal students, let's say who is from science or commerce, that person will have a practical approach in his life. But in terms of people who are related to English literature or artist or something, or any person who is related to arts, that person will not be that practical in his life or in his approach, because he has been reading the imaginary stories that have been not uh, happen, or that have not took place at any point of time. No matter these are just myths, or we don't know whether they truly happened or not. It's like mythology, or the stories are never ending, but the characters that we read from books, we feel attached to it, and we
Mm.
start speaking to them. We start associating ourselves with them, because the kind of feeling they are showing, they are expressing, we want our feelings to be expressed. But the thing is, sometimes some people are introvert or introverts. I am a kind of person. I was not an introvert, I was extrovert pretty badly. I used to speak, I was a talkative one, but I don't know whether I'm speaking in a coherence manner or logical sequence is there or not, but
No,
still
that is
it's
what I was just noting down. The coherence is kind of missing out here and there. We started with childhood memories, and now we are here while you are as a, working as an English tutor. But yes, go ahead. It doesn't matter. I'm just, since it is a first session, just in case if you subscribe to the plan and, so that it will be easy for me to take you
yeah,
on
yeah,
the
yeah,
right
yeah, yeah, yeah,
learning
yeah.
journey. So that was
Yeah.
what I was just wondering. Yeah, please go ahead. It's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah. If you could realize me while speaking this,
Yeah.
then only you will be able to help me out in what kind of things I am lacking or I'm lagging behind. Let's say I'm not very good at explaining things in neat detail, or there is no any coherence or logical sequence to the things that I'm speaking. So there has to be a one which makes sense of what I'm speaking. Okay, so this is the first thing you might have noticed. Other things, let's say, you might have noticed some little grammar mistakes. I don't know whether I had
Yes.
made any, but I might have. I am not saying that a human
There
being
are
is so
there are a
perfect
few
and this.
grammatical errors.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, and see, this is a language. This is a foreign language. We all are trying to learn this language, and mastering this language needs the proper guidance. Let's say English Yari and you from the especially. Okay, so just because I was to speak with you or to engage a dialogue with you or exchange a dialogue with you. I just went on YouTube right now and I thought of typing who Anusha ma'am is. Okay, so I just Googled you. I could see some of the videos that you have prepared or you were speaking with other tutors. Okay, so that was a really amazing for me because this was the first time I was about to speak with you, and in order to remove those barriers or those insecurities that I might come up with during our conversation, I just wanted to destroy them or remove them completely from my mind so that I could speak properly or uh, with a comfortable manner.
Definitely, definitely.
Yeah,
I do understand. All right. So I'm just going to stop you right there. Okay.
yeah,
Like I told you, we started with childhood memories, but then the coherence was missing, but it is absolutely fine. At the end of the day, it's an English learning platform. We are not preparing for any kind of UPSC examination. We are not attempting ourselves in an exam or question and answer mode. The more you try to respond to to the questions which I asked, exactly to the point where the question was asked, I don't think you'll be in a position to improve in your communication skills. Communication is all about building one sentence upon the other, and then moving on to paragraph after paragraph after paragraph, right? So being an English tutor, I'm sure you would know this, right? Yes. So rather than addressing the question, I would have preferred if you had been more creative, more imaginative, right? So try to bring in more rich vocabulary into your, because I wouldn't definitely consider you to be a beginner, right? You're
yeah.
above intermediate. You're not even intermediate, but you're above intermediate. So I personally would have preferred you using more of idioms, more of phrasal verbs, more of more of sentences that is going to say add value to the topic. I'm not saying the basic sentences is not going to add value, is not going to add value, but for your standard, right? For your standard, which is above an intermediate level, yes, using phrasal verbs, using idioms, right? Idioms and phrases, or a little bit of complex, language would have been better. I personally feel. So, as a next step, yes, grammatical errors were there, a bit of errors on the preposition part, but that again, as you were rushing through, again, you got to work on your pace, right? You were like literally hurrying up. No, no one is there in a hurry. And moreover, when you tend to hurry up, we tend to make. I'm not complaining about you. Anybody as a whole, right? Even me. When I'm kind of rushing, I would definitely make mistakes with articles and prepositions. I wouldn't make mistakes with subject verb agreement because I'm an English teacher. But when it comes to articles and prepositions, when you rush through, when your pace is fast, sometimes you tend to interchange in and on and in on and with, and also when it comes to has and have. All right. So these are the two things when you kind of rush through, you would tend to interchange. Again, that is not consciously, but unconsciously. Okay. So I'm not saying that you're weak in grammar, you got to improve on these aspects, but it would have been clear had you lowered your pace, had you slowed down your pace, and then moved forward. Okay. And then, yes, coherence. Like I mentioned, we started with childhood memories and we ended up with you how being a tutor, but that is fine. That is fine. You just try to pull the timeline sequence. That's absolutely fine. And again, no complaints about it. Pronunciation. Yes, you were making a lot of errors with the sh words starting and ending with sh, schwa and sa sounds,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there were a few errors noticed with that as well. But apart from that, yes, like I told you, as a next step, let's move on to, not the C level, but the B level of English. Okay,
Okay.
you have C1 and C2 now. It would be nice if we can concentrate you working on. I'm not sure if you do know about the Cambridge assessment. So C1 and C2 are like beginner level, B1 and B2 intermediate, A1 and A2 are like super complex. So I think let's start with B1 or B2 for you. Let's start with B2 and move on to B1. So that would be your next step, preferably. All
Okay.
right.
So
So
so yeah. Yeah. Speak.
yeah, go ahead, please.
Yeah, so I was thinking that I mean, what kind of syllabus we might follow. Also, do we follow the conversation only using lots of idioms? Let's say a hard nut to crack or something. If he
All right.
is a
So
bad egg or something, or the person, the kind, let's say elephant in the room, or Rome was not built in a day, or look after or something. So idioms and phrases that I'm working on these days. But the thing is, I did not use them anywhere, and now I think that since see, the problem with the language is you don't get people to talk to.
absolutely. Yeah.
This is the first problem, or the basic
Yeah.
problem that we Indians face, because whenever
Right.
we try to speak with somebody, that fellow will surely say something different that we might not
Right.
like. Okay.
Mhm.
So now that I have a platform like English Yari, and I have a tutor along with me like you, so it will be very beneficial for me to
Definitely.
focus on other
Definitely.
aspects
And
that I'm lacking.
right.
Yeah.
It is not that, yeah, of course, as an English teacher, I'm sure you would be aware of the usage of idioms and phrases, where to use, how to use, when to use. But like you rightly mentioned, you might not have the crowd to talk. So for example, I work with IIT. All right. Most of the students, yes, they are a standard above the normal crowd. Okay, so I will not have a problem talking to those people with idioms and phrases. I'm not sure what kind of college you work in, whether it is a government college or if it is a tier one college or tier two college or tier three. There, if you are going to use idioms and phrases, it is not going to be helpful either to you, not to the students. So it's again the crowd that you mingle with and the crowd that you teach to. But that is your professional side, right? That is your professional side. But in case if you want to academically improve yourself, right? So now that is where your the complexities of the English language would come inside. All right. So try to, when you are well versed with that part, the top part as well as the lower part. So having a balance and addressing any kind of crowd would not be will not be a problem at all for you, right? You can even handle the IIT crowd. At the same time, you can even handle a tier three college as well, right? So that exactly would be the result of joining a class with English.